Sorry I haven't actually been able to vlog my day, kind of like in the morning when I'm making coffee, and then, you know, I cut because I'm working 8.5 hours a day as a software engineer, and then doing my, getting ready, finding my stuff, and then driving to tennis practice and recording some sessions for you guys. I've been working on another side project for my YouTube channel. It's recording match play with a really nifty kind of way I track score, almost like it's kind of like professional that you see on TV. So if you want to, take a look at the very first one I did, hitting with my buddy Brian. I'll leave a link in this corner of the screen. So click on it, and then in the comment section of that video, leave some sort of critique, or if there's anything I can improve upon, whether it's the camera angle or some of the animations, it'd be highly appreciated. And any input is definitely considered, because I want to get this going and have you guys be entertained and informed in all types of content that I'm able to create. It's learned a lot so far. Oh, one second, forgot something. So, one of the best books I have ever read is Dr. Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life. And if you guys have ever read this book, whether it's in partial or in full, let me know what your favorite chapter is and why. Leave a comment down in the section below, and I'd love to share my thoughts of what his ideas mean to me as, oh my God, a 30-year-old male. And we could have a good discussion on philosophies of life. I'd be more than happy to do that, other than just tennis, technology, and business stuff. But the reason why I wanted to talk about Dr. Jordan Peterson is not necessarily because of this book, but because of a quote that really resonated with me, and I would argue is the most important quote from him: choose your sacrifice. And being in 2020, almost 2021, the idea of sacrifice is kind of a weird one to me, because when I think of sacrifice, I think of a Mayan priest with war paint about to sacrifice a child on the top of a stone pyramid back in whatever, the 1300s in the middle of Mexico. Scarily enough, it's relatable. When you think about it, that sacrifice is giving up something in the present. So in the future, you're hoping it pays off with interest. A more modern example, if you're 18 years old and you want to become a doctor, you're willing to sacrifice 8 to 12 years of the best parts of your life in order to become a well-respected member of your community. Similarly, if you want to become a philosopher and you're 18 years old, you could work crappy jobs at fast food and try and get by through life in that way while figuring out this whole philosophy thing. Or you could spend 2 to 4 years of your life incurring a little bit of debt, and then as soon as you get that undergrad of philosophy, walking across the stage with your diploma, you could serve coffee at Starbucks until you're 65. This idea of sacrifice goes into tennis as well. Let's talk about this drill that Brian and I did, where me and him are rallying cross court. And then I am not allowed to change direction on this rally ball until he's able to. So in this cross court rally, he has the power of going down the line, and then anything else goes. It's Brian's responsibility to be able to sense when the best time it is to change direction, and being able to pull the trigger effectively, safely, and also aggressively. It's his job to pick that time, to sacrifice that comfort of going cross court with me for an infinite amount of times until he chooses to change direction and go down the line. Because he knows when I'm rallying cross court with him, and the rules are I cannot change direction, I must go cross court at all times until he changes, he's gonna be pretty comfortable just hitting big, thick forehands cross court. He has to choose to sacrifice that comforting feeling and go down the line into the more unknown part of this drill where anything can go afterwards. Now, obviously, after a certain amount of minutes, you're going to change who that designated person is that can change direction. And then after the forehand side, you do the exact same thing with the backhand side. Just patterns. When it comes to the idea of tennis and any type of sport and life about sacrifice, you have to pick your sacrifice, because if you don't, the sacrifice is going to pick you, and you're not going to know what even hit you. Step out of your comfort zone. Try something a little bit new every single day, and maybe you'll find a passion, because I know I did. And as always, happy hitting.